I do believe we're live.
We're live!
Hello, and welcome to Critical Knowledge. This is a 5th edition homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game. My name is Crash. I will be your DM for the evening, and tonight I'm joined by a bunch of awesome people, including we have Matt, Millie, Eric, Cindy's hanging out in chat, and a new player, a new contestant has entered the game. We have April with us this evening. Yay!
We will celebrate you and your death.
Yay!
Fair enough.
Hi.
We're going to try really hard to avoid that, but hey.
Well, I don't know.
Sometimes
Crash already tried to kill my beautiful cat child in the first session. He was level 1.
Excuse me. A single death save is not the same thing as me actively trying to kill your character off. If a DM is trying to kill your character off, I assure you, you'll know.
No, you won't know, because when I do it, I don't roll high enough. Okay? Okay,
That is true. Karen still walks the earth.
Okay, let's put it this way. If I, this particular DM, attempts to kill your character off, you will know. You'll be in an empty field with everything level for miles and miles and miles, and rocks will fall and land upon you. You will save for infinite damage.
Oh my gosh, Kira's still the tallest of the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gnome wizards will die last.
Unless I take you with
Sounds good.
It'll be measured in milliseconds, but you'll still die last.
Milliseconds.
Why, thank you. I'm here all week. And I'm not just saying that because it's Saturday.
Crash,
It'll never get old for me.
Crash, you get inspiration.
No, he's going to use that against
I shall use this. I shall use this. So...
No, that's only in Lizard games. That's only during Team Lizard. That's only
You know, I'm willing to save it until then, but I might not. Just saying.
No.
Don't you already have inspiration, Crash, on Team Lizard?
I'll have to look up the character sheet. I don't remember. But let's talk about this particular game and our previous session, which was some time ago. So, refresh my memory. What happened in session 3?
Oh, and I played with some things, and we killed some skeletons. Pew, pew, pew. And I played with their bones, and it was really fun. And then I played with the tiles some more, but there was nothing. And then we went into this room, and there was this big guy like, I'm gonna beat you up, and ha ha ha! But he couldn't even get through like the door, so pew, I shot him in the knee, and actually the eye, because Crash said he went in the other way. Ooh. Anyway, we killed him.
Not without taking some punishment.
From what I see, I am low in HP.
The thing that I absolutely love about these recaps is that they are all technically true.
I only remember what's important to me.
Nice.
Yes, all the recaps that Millie gives are in
That's
character.
how you do it, right?
I am an in-character recapper. Let's see. Also, I used all my healing spells because I kept falling into Spike Pit.
Oh, nice.
You were very good at finding the spikes.
Yeah, I am so good at it.
We found them the hard way.
Yeah.
Or the easy way, point of view.
I like to say I'm a kinesthetic learner.
And I would be a healer a cleric that heals,
is
but
it
that's
learning
not
though?
cool.
Yeah, I learned not to step exactly there again.
Oh, wow.
I'm also really good at climbing.
That's helpful, falling into pits all the time.
I mean, I am a 7-foot-tall cat person.
Yeah,
Also helpful.
For some of the pits, Hero just stands up.
Yeah, I just kind of stand up and go, Dad, hold me. Father.
Yes, Dad and Father.
Yes, so...
My deckers.
So to recap, Hero has for some reason decided that the dwarf cleric and the tiefling paladin are father figures, or dad figures, whichever you prefer.
The dwarf is dad and the tiefling's father.
They did not get a say in the matter.
No, we did not.
They were not consulted.
Yeah.
So, to recap the recap, because let's face it, we probably need to. You did, in fact, go into a goblin fight, expecting to fight goblins. Instead, you fought a hill giant.
It was fun.
That managed to get themselves wedged in the door that they were attempting to climb through to get to you. They had announced that their name was Bog, and they liked to crush ciphers and other things.
Cipher no ciphers. I remember that now.
Yeah. And they were eventually killed by being withered away by a particularly offensive-based cleric.
Oh, yeah, you had that crazy high roll. Like, I just did.
Yeah. Eric rolls low on everything except when he's playing a cleric that's doing the opposite of clericing.
Nice.
In which case, as a level 1 character, he did over 20 points of damage with one spell.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, healed the ranger that was making death saves.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well,
all of my spell slots in one turn.
Well,
I threw a dagger.
and we were all very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so good.
So you can probably squeeze through the gap in this doorway now because the hill giant...
He's dead.
Well, the parts of it that were doing the most to block the doorway have kind of withered away at this point. There was a very large gut. There isn't anymore.
Also because I'm a liquid.
Well, yes, you are a cat, but there are other beings here that are not tabaxi. I know you don't think they're as important.
Sucks to be them. Sucks to be them. What is... Okay. Dad?
Sighing is a free action, the DM reminds you.
Yes.
That was cool. Good job.
I try.
Can I eat the hill giant's eyes?
Well,
I
the hill
would
giant never
suggest...
opened their eyes. You don't even know if they have any.
I thought that I shot him in the eye. I remember that because I was like, I shot him in the knee. You're like,
yeah.
no, he face first. I want to shoot him in the eye. And you said,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you for reminding me. If they have eyes, they don't, because it's singular instead of plural now.
I suggest a fire.
I just want to know because last time we killed something, I ate its eyes and I grew arms. So, like, I'm really curious.
Yeah,
I
but
love
those were
that
extra
sentence
eyes.
is canon, but needs so much explanation.
Those were extra eyes. This one seems to only have the standard set of 2.
But
It
I
also-
stuck an arrow in one. I can make it into, like, a lollipop.
The hill giant still has one of those strange growths coming out of its forehead as well.
I'm going to eat it. I'm going to
That
eat
one's
it.
okay, probably.
I'm going to eat it.
Actually, no, didn't we get... I don't remember what the heck we got.
Can I roll for eating?
You know what? Go ahead and give me a Constitution save. That will count as your roll for eating.
She learns by doing, remember that.
Oh, man.
This will be an important lesson.
I got 18.
Okay. Well, you have managed to break it off of the hill giant's forehead.
The arrow I shot in its eye as a lollipop.
Can you at least cook it first, please?
The DM is allowing this, but the person behind the DM has so many concerns. I'm just going to
what
start
kind
stacking
of-
the concerns over here on this pile with the other concerns
Yeah,
from the previous sessions.
Yeah, just report them to me on Alec. I'll get to them when I get to them. Ellie waking up to all those reports. She ate an eye!
What do you
Anyway,
mean reports? I would just have them there as posts for Ellie to like in the morning.
That's true.
Oh, look,
let's
Ellie
see.
boosted this one.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna eat the eye. So what should I do?
Well, I had you make a con save for a reason.
I got an 18.
Yes, you made your save. Congratulations. I would say I'm proud of
Tasty.
you, but I'm still very, very concerned.
I mean, last time I ate an eye, I grew arms. And we got a caffeine patch that works forever. I just want to make sure. What do I get?
You get a fraction of your daily caloric intake and the satisfaction in having grossed out the people around you.
Awesome. Awesome. I am a hunter, so we'll do that. That works for me.
That's
eat
fair.
what
She
you
is
kill.
part cat.
Yeah, I
At
am
least
a
all
cat.
cats.
Well, here is a boy.
He, right,
Yeah.
for now.
He hasn't been brought in to be neutered yet.
Well, after this, they
What?
were going to go on a trip to the VET. You're not quite sure why they always spell that when they say it, but whatever.
Anyway, I ate the eye. Let's
Okay.
I have a feeling that
Let's see
this
if we can-
entire session is going to take place in this one room because you're not going to go anywhere.
We're trying.
Sorry, April. I'm trying to go forward. Sorry.
No,
Join
no.
for a minute.
I will not accept that statement of you saying you're trying to go forward.
EYE. I'm trying to go forward.
I acknowledge the pun, but reiterate my statement. We have a new player to introduce, and their character is not in this room.
Hero walks into the next room while finishing the eyeball.
Jaren follows, not very happy that we didn't get to make a fire to cook the eye.
I breathed on it once or twice. That heats it up, right?
I am concerned that this was the cleric's objection. Not don't eat that, you don't know where it's been. But we should probably cook that.
This is also
first.
the cleric who's offense first. So I mean, let's think about this.
This is a high church cleric.
Forge cleric. Just saying.
This is a high church cleric.
Shenanigans.
Free
I
action.
think my regret is, as DM, I'm not truly a part of this chaos. I have to adopt the role of all of the beings who look upon your works, O mighty, and despair. But never mind. So, the next room that you enter has a long hallway on one end of it that extends north and south. One could argue that the western wall of this room doesn't even exist because of the way the hallway joins up with it. It also has some makeshift beds that seem to be on the floor. Most of them are goblin-sized. Actually, all of them are goblin-sized, which coincidentally is also gnome-sized. And there is, in fact, on one of these cots, a sleeping gnome, who, might I add, also has one of those horn-like growths sticking out of their forehead.
Well, we know we can remove those without any undue harm.
But what's the
You
fun
do
in
know that?
Actually, no, we don't know that.
You
only
know that
removed
they
them
can
from
be
dead ones.
removed because someone broke it off just now.
Well, and I think we took one off one of the dead ones, the dead goblins back in the
Yeah, I
just
did.
before we came down here.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I thought so. Can we rouse the gnome? Actually, would it be better to take it off while they're still asleep?
Well, in any case, I have
Can I
once
stab
again
him in the
shared
neck?
the very disturbing image of what those growths look like.
Can I stab him in the neck?
I wouldn't. Gnomes are not goblins, at least last time I checked.
Yeah, but the growth thing.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, actually, we don't know that it's bad, do we? So far, nothing bad has happened other than everything we've encountered has one.
Yeah, other than the fact that everything with one has tried to kill us.
For the most part, the goblins have... One of them breathed on you, and most of them have tried to run away from you.
Oh, true. I let one bleed to death.
We hope.
Oh yeah, that's why the Gur man was there. I want to play with the eyeball.
The extra eyeball?
Too late, you already ate it.
No, like the weird growth on his head. I think it looks fun and shiny.
Well, I'm going to leave it to the player of that character to determine what gender the character is.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the player character. That's why. Okay. I'm gonna play with the eyeball.
I'm a female.
Okay.
Gotcha. But I'm gonna play with her extra growth thing.
Okay, Nyx, you are woken up by the strangest sensation that someone is playing with something stuck to your forehead.
What are you doing,
Fun. Hi, I'm Hero.
Nix?
Also, Nyx, when you wake up, you realize something very quickly. You can see before you open your eyes. You can see really well without opening your eyes. Matter of fact, you might even notice if you look on your character sheet underneath senses, it says that you have true sight for 120 feet right now.
That's no fair. I wish I had true sight for 120 feet right now.
Too bad, you made your constitution save.
Gosh dang it!
Side question. Where is that on my character sheet?
So if you're looking on the left-hand side, you've got the spot with saving throws. The box below saving throws is senses.
Uh-huh.
And normally people would only look there for their perception, investigation, and insight for passive stuff. But underneath it says dark vision 60 feet. It should also say true sight 120. If it doesn't, reload the page because I added it before this game.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I've had it open since this afternoon.
Okay. Now, the last thing you remember is being in an area of this particular island called the Crooked Hills. The reason why you were there, I am leaving up to you. You get to decide that. For whatever reason you were there, you were there. But you were accosted by a bunch of goblins. One of them breathed on you, and that's the last thing you remember.
Okay.
And by breathed on you, I mean like they were 15 feet away from you. They exhaled some cloud of something. It hit you and you blacked out.
Okay.
Next thing you noticed, there was a 7-foot-tall cat person playing with something stuck to your forehead that was not there before.
All right. I look up at the cat person.
Hi.
Hero, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. And
Okay.
I close my eyes and, like, look around this room.
Well, you see the lower half of a dead hill giant.
Fun. All right. So, where am I?
In a hole.
Yeah, things happened, and unfortunately, it got messy.
Ow.
And here decided to eat an eye.
It was tasty.
So, I got breathed on? There was this, like, mist or something.
Oh, it's like that stuff
Thanks.
that we breathe. And we were like, no! And then it was like, phew, and it was like, phew, and then we didn't get hurt. But you must have breathed it.
Okay. Sure.
By the way,
God.
Hero's actually a child. A 7-foot-tall child.
Sounds like
Don't-
it.
Well, you'll get used to him.
An overgrown kitten.
Yes.
In the age of Dungeons and Dragons, ADHD medication is not a thing.
I based Hero off my actual cat, who is also a gigantic cat who acts like a kitten.
Nice.
The portrait on the character sheet is actually a photo of Millie's cat.
Who is the size of Texas. But yes, so yeah, Hero's just kind of answering you to be polite, but more excited about the fact that now the eye thing is like and then like trying to chase it.
Okay. So, I
What
get
next?
up and...
You want to join us for our adventure?
We're gonna hunt more of those goblins.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that idea. Find out.
We're looking for these cipher thingies, ciphers, and then there's these goblins, and they were like, "Grr," and they tried to attack us, and then we were like, pew pew, and then we fought them, and then they ran into this hole, and we're like, they must be having stuff here, so we're here. We're gonna get all the shiny.
Oh, I'm pretty
No.
sure that I'm here because of those goblins.
Well-
Next, you hear a
Yeah.
voice in your head. Bog? Bog, are you there? Bog, you didn't fall asleep again, did you? Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't think Bog fell asleep. Well, what do we do? I don't know. There's a bunch of them, and breathing on them didn't work. Uh-oh. Nix? Nix, you awake?
Yeah?
Hey, if you could maybe convince them to not kill us, that'd be really good. They're there, aren't they?
Yeah?
Okay. By the way, welcome to the Sleepwalkers. Hope you enjoy your stay. And
Thanks.
yeah, it's a really cool club. The perks are really nice.
Where are
it's
you guys again?
here?
Here.
By the way, I will tell you that during this conversation, you are getting the sensation that you don't feel like you should be hostile towards these beings at all. If I were to metagame, one could argue that you were under the effects of some type of charm spell-like ability, but I'm not
Okay.
metagaming.
You would never.
I would never. Just like I would never throw an ancient green dragon against a party that was level 3. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
Ugh, not again with this.
still have a headache.
Yes, Eric and Matt were here for that occasion. And I've only done that once. The last dragon I threw at a party,
Yeah,
they were
but then
level
you
1.
But then you wouldn't let me jump into a volcano when I want.
You could have made it all the way there if you'd rolled well enough, but you didn't.
Well, look, we need to rest, and unfortunately, we're kind of banged up.
But we're more than that.
But we lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah, we did.
they're injured? That's fantastic. I mean, well, actually, no, it's not good. But maybe they'd be more willing to bargain. We got places where they could sleep.
I'll talk to him.
You talk
So-
to who?
I look over at you guys and I'm like, so apparently I'm part of Sleepwalkers Club or something.
It's more
I
of a
sleepwalked
guild.
once.
What?
I sleepwalked once, I found my way to the kitchen.
It's a good place to sleepwalk to.
Unfortunately,
Where the
Hero thought it
kitchen
was a litter
is.
box.
Yeah, it was a litter box. Really awkward.
So-
when you're 7 feet tall.
So they got some place for you guys to sleep, and I don't think they want to hurt you.
Do they got food?
Let me find out.
Do you like carrots
Carrots,
and potatoes? We got carrots and potatoes.
I like potatoes.
potatoes.
I
potato.
don't mind a potato.
One potato.
We like to chop them up, boil them, and put them in stew.
Potatoes!
Potato stew.
Oh, wait, that's a page. Yes.
Let's stop mixing characters, Millie.
Cucumbers! Anyway, Hero's fine with this. There's food
Okay.
involved. There's food
All
involved.
right.
I think this
They're
would be
good.
great.
They're interested in the food and the sleeping. Where am I going?
Right this way.
And rather than them like telling you go forward, turn left, turn right, walk past 3 doors, and then make a U-turn where the old barn used to be, you sort of just get the sense where you know where you should be going. And
Okay.
it's not really that far away. It was literally 1 left and then 1 right. And then it takes you into a very large room that I have a description for.
Yay!
Can I ride on April's shoulder?
There is no
No.
April, only Nyx.
Nick.
I
Also-
think that one might work the other way around, but hey.
Also,
I
Nyx
think-
is a gnome.
I think I can walk under you. I'm like
I don't really see the issue here.
3'5" or
Yeah, I'm literally twice your height, and?
yeah. I don't.
And?
Sure.
Yay!
Okay, give me a strength save, Nyx.
All right.
And the glorious thing about D&D Beyond is the +0 you have on your character sheet in the save section. If you click on that, it'll just roll the die for you.
Yeah, I was playing around with that earlier.
Can I do a
love it.
dexterity save to assist?
No.
So
No, you
so
cannot.
I got a 3.
Okay,
I got
so
a 3.
I've got good news and bad news, or bad news and bad news, depending on which of you is listening to this. So, Hero, you have successfully climbed on Nyx's shoulders. Congratulations.
Yay!
Nyx is not going anywhere because Nyx is now face down on the ground and getting pushed a bit more into the ground. The ground is not actually giving. It's more Nyx that is giving. Nyx is not going anywhere.
I purr.
I struggle, but I doubt Hero feels anything.
Hero feels joy.
Yeah.
And now we all know that Nyx is in fact a cat owner because this is how cat
Yep.
owners deal with it. The cat climbs on top of the cat owner, and the cat owner's just like, well, this is my life now.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to let's Mom! Let's go! We gotta eat!
Congratulations, you've been promoted to mom.
Mom! Dad, carry me.
Did you get up, or are you still sitting there?
She said, Dad, that's on you.
I currently am just holding my arm. Dad, Father!
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my dice rolls out.
Get the dice out. I'm
How
moving
about,
to
how about a 17, Crash?
Congratulations, you have successfully picked up the 7-foot-tall tabaxi and are princess carrying them down the hallway.
I am purring. I am purring.
Their limbs
So I get
are
up
hanging
slowly,
over.
and I look around, and I'm like, I don't think that worked.
It did not.
Depends on what you thought the outcome would be.
Well, about that. So I guess it did work.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like any cat. True to any cat. as long as
Fair.
they're happy.
Okay,
That's all that matters.
well, through the magical wonders of editing, we're going to have you getting to the next room, which is room 17. This massive open area is supported by great stone pillars running the length of 2 walls. More than a dozen goblins, each sprouting a convoluted horn, fitfully slumber on the floor, spreading from the foot of a great throne-like seat of worn stone at one end. Placed on that seat is a mirrored 2-foot diameter orb that sporadically glimmers along hairline cracks that immediately heal themselves.
Pretty sure that's magical. Not sure how.
As a dwarf, I see this room and I approve.
I mean,
think-
it's not dwarf construction, but it's okay.
It looks like a good place to do zoomies.
It's also a good place to put you down.
Zoomie time!
That can be
Probably said
parsed.
that wrong.
That can be parsed in more than one way.
Yeah, you might want to rephrase.
I gently place Hero down.
Hero's height doesn't really change much.
I just release my hands.
Yay!
The thing is, as 7 foot tall tabaxi, Hero's limbs are long enough that they've been dragging along the ground the entire time that Hero's been carried by the dwarf.
Hero just drops with a small thud.
Yay!
This is my first Dungeons & Dragons game for a week, and this is what I get for this. This is my life
you
now.
love it. Anyway. Yay!
Yes, you're actually right.
I say hi and then I do zoomies.
Okay. So there's a 7 foot tall tabaxi doing zoomies and running around in random directions and stopping and then staring off at a random spot where no one can see anything of any concern whatsoever, and then running quickly again in a different direction.
Who do we need to talk to get some rest?
Seriously, I'm out on my feet.
That
Can we
would be me.
And one of the goblins gets up.
Hi. I'm the chief. Nice to meet you and not have you immediately try to kill me.
Not yet. Let's just make sure we get some rest first.
I'm not very comfortable with that as a response.
I run by. Hi,
potatoes?
I'm Hero.
Get them the potatoes.
Hi, I'm Hero.
Oh yeah, potatoes, right?
And a couple more goblins come in through a different doorway into this room, and they are dragging what appears to be a large for them soup pot.
You need a hand?
No,
I don't got
No.
any of those.
we got it.
By the way, it looks like if they were rolling their own strength saves, they didn't do as well as Nyx.
Totally got it. Pretty easy actually. We're very used to this.
You sure?
Yep, totally sure.
I mean, not that. Okay.
Do this all the time. It's on my foot. Ow. Get it off my foot. Get it off my foot. Get it off my foot.
I just run over, grab the pot, and throw it onto the stove, and then run away again.
Oh no, the stove isn't here. The stove was in another room, obviously.
Yeah, they're dragging in the food.
Ah, gotcha.
Dragging
Well,
food
then-
for you.
I just pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the entire pot, which is still fairly large for tabaxi, but not nearly as large as it is to a goblin. And another goblin comes over and hands each of you a wooden bowl. The bowls have seen better days. They're chipped in various places. Some of them look like they would only hold half the liquid they did when they were new because of the cracks that go down the sides, but you suppose free refills are a thing that's existing here because they're leaving you the cauldron.
I mean, I can't be mad. I'm still getting.
You've
I
been
mean,
fed.
if you were playing
Or
your
being
character
fed.
from the Sunday games, you could do both.
Yes. Yes. But this is Hero, who, before this past week, has never really slept in a bed. So, I eat soup.
Okay, congratulations, you eat soup.
Do I have to roll for that?
You do not have to roll for the soup.
Just wanted to make.
No, most things you will not have to roll for. You choose to roll for things sometimes. You definitely had a great roll for clapping a few weeks ago.
My 19 for clapping was
Yeah.
a.
Yes, you got a 19 on your clapping roll, which I might add you
Nice.
were not asked to do.
Yeah, but it was someone else's combat turn. I wanted to be proactive.
It's a good clapping score.
Somebody killed the skeleton in a really good hit. I had to clap.
Nice.
So, why are you down here?
Saying hi. Also, was told to look for stuff, and then we got here, and then people attacked, and we're like, no, don't hurt us, and then they were, like, attacking anyway, so we're like, we'll fight back, pew, 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 and then you guys ran here, and we're like, there must be something cool in here, so I got in, and then the others got in somehow, and here we are.
Okay.
You should
That's
probably
nice.
ask the others for a better explanation.
I ate a rock.
The chief turns and looks over at
Anyone
the tall
else?
one, Xanthus,
Father,
and says,
So, same question. Hopefully, a more understandable answer.
Well, we came down here looking for ciphers, and we found. What's the thing with? Does this guy have a thing on his head?
yes, they all do.
Okay. What's the story with the growth on top? What is that?
it gave me arms.
I can see when my eyes are closed.
Well, that's not.
I want to see when my eyes are closed.
Safeguard gave it to us.
I don't know. I saw you before I opened my eyes when you woke me up.
Oh my gosh, is this fate?
No, this is Dungeons and Dragons. Fate is a different rule set altogether.
Oh my gosh, are you my mom?
You were saying before the cat interrupted us?
I can't help it.
Safeguard gave us this gift.
Safeguard?
Yes, Safeguard.
And all of the goblins in the room say,
Safeguard.
That's not creepy.
I didn't feel
I'm
say
glad you
safeguard.
Safeguard is
That's
here to
even
protect
creepier.
us from the ciphers.
Ah. What's
But-
and he'll point to the ball, the thing on the throne. What is that?
That's Safeguard.
Ah.
What's bad about ciphers?
Yeah, what's with the ciphers? We were sent to look for the ciphers.
The ciphers are here because of the singing monolith.
What does that mean? Because all I know is, like, someone handed me one, and I saw that it cures illnesses, and I thought that was pretty cool. But for some weird reason, when there's, like, 3 or more at a time, it turns into a robot with cotton candy arms. So, like, I just want to know, why is it that 1, like, heals diseases, and, like, 5 creates a robot?
You are a very special person. You know that?
Yeah, my mommy tells me that.
Your mother is very wise.
and then the chief
So you
turns towards Jaren.
So, to answer your concerns, the singing monolith is an entity that's been here since before the lock, and it wishes to bring back all the stuff that was here before then.
And I'm assuming that's a bad thing.
Well, you're a dwarf. You understand, like, stone carving and stuff, right?
I can definitely try a lot of, depending on what it is.
Rock
Okay,
tastes
well,
good.
this is metaphorically speaking, so should be fairly easy.
Okay.
Imagine, if you will, you had this low-relief sculpture going over a wall, but it wasn't something you liked, so you chipped it all away and put a different sculpture there. Now imagine if the first sculptor came by and said, I don't like this, and they were going to put their sculpture in there. What would happen to yours?
Understand.
Same thing you did to the first guys.
Yep. Well, we all, and that's us, the goblins, the sleepwalkers, you, gnomes, dwarves, tabaxi, even tieflings, we're all the second set of guys, or girls, or non-binary. I mean, I'm not going to judge. But we're the second group that came in. The singing monolith, that's from the first group. And they're not happy.
because of all the new people coming in?
They don't care one way or the other about the new people, but they want the old stuff back. Safeguard. Safeguard keeps it locked away. The things are leaking.
Crash.
Yes.
Is this just Mass Effect?
I have never played Mass Effect.
Amazing game.
The whole trilogy ends up being that the old ancient race from billions of years ago is here to destroy all sentient life at the time because they took their place in the world.
So the only thing I know about Mass Effect was that the main character's name was Shepard.
Yes.
People had very strange ideas about all of the crew members,
Yeah.
and that almost nobody liked the ending of the third game.
I liked it, but I also liked dystopia in my world.
To be fair, the third game was basically written by a different company because EA bought BioWare during the development of the Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah.
I continue to think that if we devoted one night per week to talk about video games in general, we would have a good show.
I'm here for that, but I'm muting myself for the rest of the game.
Quite all right.
Metagaming is over. But yeah, that's basically that. Anyway, Hero's playing with Father's Tale.
Because of course Hero is.
The conversation got boring.
Well, I'm sure.
I am a child. I don't care about that.
Things were starting to get bad for a while, but they've been getting a lot worse since the wizard showed up.
What wizard is this?
Is his name Tim?
No, that's someone else in a different campaign.
Is it Kevin?
No, there is a warlock named Tim.
I mean, of course there is. I was more of just wondering if suddenly Kevin's going to be the reason for all evil.
It occurs to me that this is the only campaign I'm running right now that hasn't met Tim, the enchanter. He's not an enchanter. Never mind about that.
We don't know her name, but she's been infusing ciphers in with her magic. It's made her a lot more powerful.
Ruh-roh.
Something tells me we're going to have to be visiting.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, please. It's your character story. No, go ahead.
So, why have I joined the Sleepwalkers?
I mean, did you not want true sight for 120 feet? Also,
I mean,
all the help we can get against the Cipher Whites.
Whites?
Cipher Whites, yeah.
Now we're in.
And what exactly do they do?
Kill goblins, spread ciphers. They probably kill other things besides goblins too, but we're all goblins. Well, we're. Now you're here.
You're all goblins. Yeah.
It wasn't an inclusive we.
The royal we.
No, we have a bathroom for that. We're civilized.
I paused on that one.
I thought about that one and then stopped myself, and then you went there anyway. I'm kind of impressed.
The door was open because the bathroom is currently not occupied, and someone had to go through it.
Do you have a litter box?
A what now?
Don't worry about it.
Why am I now actually worried about it? I wasn't until you told me not to be.
The 7-foot cat.
Yeah, and?
Oh dear.
Nothing?
I have just done basic math and added 2 plus 2. I have reached a number.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that number.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Cipher Whites are being actively made by that wizard person we just told you about. She's weakening the bonds that are holding the singing monolith in place.
I pull out the cipher from my pocket. So you're saying this is bad?
Yes.
Oh.
I am.
What should I do?
If we could break that, that would be good. We don't like ciphers.
But it cures cancer.
I don't know what it does.
It cures cancer.
It has been established after it was examined that the liquid in that vial, if administered to somebody, if they swallow it, it will cure a disease.
And somehow death isn't a disease.
No, death is the result of a disease on occasion.
Death is the ultimate disease.
Death isn't something you can overcome, though, so...
Have you not watched Princess Bride?
Well, I mean...
He was only mostly dead.
To believe!
He was bluffing.
Anyway, so I think that this is a travesty. How do I get rid of it good?
Well, usually they're mechanical and we just smash them.
It's a potion. So should I drink it, or should I just...
I mean, might kill you if you drink it.
Am I the disease?
If you are, it's the cure. Wait.
Dad, what if I'm the disease?
You are not the disease. I would have taken you out already if you were.
I'm not down with that sick.
Dang it, that's inspiration. I wanted so hard to not give inspiration for that. But my rule of thumb, the rule that I follow is if you make me laugh, you get inspiration. So, yes, fine, take it.
I already had inspiration.
Then you get nothing. I award you no points.
But my joy. I'll tell Pip that he has it.
Well,
anyway.
After a bit more awkward conversation, you are in fact offered to have a nice place to sleep, which is basically in this room. They can move multiple makeshift beds together for the taller people. 3 beds together for the backseat.
I curl up in a ball next to Dad.
Of course you do. Jaren wakes up and is having a hard time breathing because there's a 7-foot tall tabaxi sitting on his chest, I'm sure.
No, it's not on him, next to him. He just can't roll over well on that side.
I am a sideways sleeper too.
Okay. And during your long rest,
Yay!
you all level up to level 3.
Yay!
Because I don't actually want you to die.
Yes.
We don't really want to die either.
Also, you had a significant amount of combat since your last long rest, so you were due. We've been playing for about an hour. What do you say we take a short break?
Yay!
I'm down.
We're back.
Hi.
You all had a wonderful long rest. You feel like you are more powerful than you have ever been before because you went from level 2 to level 3. So technically this is true.
Yay!
And after a wonderful breakfast, which is leftover potato and carrot stew, well, how much of it depends on how much you had left over.
I like the bowl.
Give me a dexterity save.
I do this to myself on purpose. I swear.
If you play a chaotic character, and I don't mean alignment chaotic, but just an embodiment of chaos, I am going to make sure that you are required to do things that represent that chaos.
I got a 14.
Congratulations, you successfully dislodged your head from the soup bowl, from the cauldron. But out of 14, I will say that there was a period of time where it was, in fact, stuck.
I asked Dad for help.
We'll try and get it off.
I would say with a 14, it wasn't stuck very hard.
I just needed a little bit of, a lever.
Wrong lever.
Wrong!
Okay, and the goblins escort you to room 20, which is referred to as the gateway. A massive metallic vault door is hinged directly into the stone here. The door is iron, and through it, and though it has a veneer of rust, seems impressively sturdy. The stone surrounding the vault is mottled with small veins of a strange dark substance. Remains of over a dozen humanoid creatures in advanced states of decay are scattered here and there around the floor, mixed with broken fragments of metal, crystal, wire, and less easily identified materials.
Yeah, so, these are, what's left of the sapphire whites that we've encountered so far? But they keep popping up, in some cases literally.
Is anything shiny?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of shiny crystal and wire.
You know what I'm doing.
I know exactly what you're doing, yes.
So what do these creatures? What do these creatures do?
Pretty much
do
attack
they?
on sight. But they're not like regular undead because they've got the ciphers built into them. So sometimes they do other things like shoot lightning or get really hot or teleport you in a random direction.
Oh, is that why I grew extra arms? I miss those arms. I'm playing with some wire.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Cool. Is that also what our caffeine patch is?
A what now?
I don't answer because I already said my piece. I'll leave the explanations to others. I'm playing.
We found I guess it was another goblin. Unfortunately, we had to dispatch them. We thought they were ciphers.
So,
and
we all have a telepathic bond, so yeah, we were kind of there for that.
no. So how does the telepathic bond thing work? That's curious because is it the eye thing?
No, it's this thing.
And the chief points to the thing that's growing out of the top of their head.
That's the
Yeah, that's the eye thing. It looks like
I
an
reach
eye.
No,
up and
it's
touch.
not an eye.
I reach up
Not?
and touch mine.
Yep, that's it.
So what is it?
We've just been calling them horns.
But they look like they're orbs.
Yeah, kind of, sorta.
This is where the true sight comes from, though, right?
Yep. Safeguard tried to explain it, but once they started talking about very, 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 very tiny things that are kind of like machines, but not really. It got very confusing.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to agree. It sounds confusing.
Yeah.
It tried giving knowledge of all of this stuff to the last chief. His brain melted.
That is not actually surprising to me.
I wouldn't recommend it. I've seen some things.
You see
That's
all
the
things,
player
right?
laughing.
Oh, yeah. We can even see things on the ethereal plane with this thing. It's pretty cool.
See things? Dad, can I see things?
Of course.
You need my permission?
Dad!
You can see things.
Yay! I opened my eyes.
This is where we are.
You're lucky, dear.
I am happy to be here. Yes.
So, if you, who are clearly more powerful than us, could go and, stop those Cypher Whites from coming up and attacking us, that'd be great. Because right now it's just us stopping them. And, sometimes we can do it, but they kill a bunch of us in the process. And they'd probably eventually reach that city you're probably from.
Yeah, that
I'm
would be
from
bad.
not here. But I'm still, by the way, like kicking a toy. That's not a toy. But that would probably also solve what Nightlight wanted us to do.
I agree.
Yeah, this might be someplace we want to go.
Why do I get the feeling that their name isn't actually Nightlight?
Yeah.
You would not be incorrect. So, why don't we head towards wherever these things come from? Unless they come from many places.
Well, they tend to come through this door.
The big iron door there.
Yep.
I like doors. Can I open it? Can I go in? Can I go out? Can I go in? Can I go out?
The chief opens the door. Hero stands right in the middle of it.
Yes!
Half in, half out.
I have cracked the code.
Yeah, so we're not going to leave this door open for very long, because then they start to come through en masse. So if you could, go down that way.
My tail starts to jitter.
Yeah, my only concern is how do we get back out?
Oh, you come back this way, and, Nick's here. We can talk telepathically, so we'll know you're coming.
Oh,
I wanted to
I
make
think-
a fancy knock.
like a pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually, I forgot about that because, I don't have one of those, and I don't really want one. No offense.
None taken.
Do you think I would look cool with a horn on my head?
No, I do not.
Hey.
I don't think so either.
I mean, we already tried once. You're resistant to it now.
No.
Okay.
I wanted to be magic.
You had your chance. You blew it. The DM actually gave you a second chance with that second con save, but you blew that one too.
Why does the DM...
I think it's the roll of the dice.
I'm joking. But yes.
Too.
I don't know the question, however. Do we have any more potato stew before we go out?
I like the bowl.
You ate it all.
It was
And your tabaxi friend here chewed on the spoon.
it was good.
That's quite disappointing. All right, let's go.
And then batted it under the fridge.
I got it out with my...
Jaren, being the cleric that he is, you assume he'd be ready for spells, but no, he takes out his mace and his shield and says, "It's time to go."
No, the DM is not thinking that the cleric is ready to cast spells.
I'm ready to cast spells too. I got them back.
Okay.
We're not-
Well, have fun storming the singing monolith. And watch out for the train.
Train?
The
Trey?
door slams shut.
Of course it does.
Can you find out what a train is?
If I
train.
knew,
Train is a bunch of moving vehicles all connected together on rails.
Can I name it Thomas?
Sure.
Okay, so you are now in room 21. A 30-foot wide, tube-like hall lit by dim violet light extends as far as the eye can see, both north and south. Here and there, along the wall to the south, perfectly square tunnels, about 5 feet on a side, lead to the east and west. No such tunnels are visible to the north.
I go down the...
We got to go to the east or the west.
Well, can we? Why don't we look around first, see if there's any indicator one way or the other? Are there any tracks maybe we might follow? I mean, they said they come this way, right? Or come through this way.
Let's do an investigation check to see if there's any tracks to the floor by any chance.
I would say that's perception.
Perception or survival.
Okay.
Either way, I'm bad at it.
I'm rolling. 18.
I got a 23.
Okay. So, how do I phrase this? Because I want to be specific towards the characters for their roles. Xanthus, you notice Hero getting distracted. With the 7, that is exactly what you notice.
Yep.
I got an 8.
Roll again, though, because with your true set, I would say you get advantage.
A 6.
Okay,
You got an
well,
8.
then you've got an 8. You notice Xanthus noticing that Hero is distracted, and you get the sense that this is your life now. With that said, Jaren, you notice there are footprints. There are also smears. Now, these smears look like they do contain stuff, but it's not blood. In some cases, you think it's even an oil. You're not entirely sure. But in most cases, the smears are what you'd get if you rubbed metal against stone, if it was a soft metal.
I wonder.
What do my cat eyes see?
You see the tunnel has streaks that have metallic bits, very shiny metallic bits, all over.
I stare at the shiny things and I bat at them.
You also detect a faint, rumbly vibration in the ground. No one else has noticed this yet.
The ground's alive, and then I start staring at the metal on the walls.
Because that's never creepy when a child tells you the ground's alive and then stares in a random direction.
Is
Like, this is the first time I've done this in this campaign.
No,
Jaren has knowledge of mechanicals, so I'm assuming he would know if there are tracks around.
There don't seem to be any tracks here.
Everyone keep your eyes open.
I tried that. It didn't work.
I'm looking at the ground now because I'm waiting for it to be alive, do something.
I'm petting the wall. It's shiny.
The wall
Dad.
is shiny?
Dad, it's shiny.
What's shiny?
The wall.
Jaren's gonna look around more, see if there's anything coming this way.
Can I do a perception check with my eyes closed?
There's an out-of-context quote.
Yeah, right?
To be honest, when I told you had advantage, I was assuming that you were using your true sight ability. So yeah, yes, you have done that. Matter of fact, you are finding that it's a bit easier to comprehend your surroundings if your eyes are shut. Otherwise, you get kind of double vision.
But yeah, I'm
Alright.
trying to explain shiny wall syndrome to Rock Dad.
Okay, well, while you're making this explanation, which may or may not be based on science, most of you are starting to hear a distant roaring sound.
See? It's alive.
I think I'm going to back up towards the door that we just got closed in our face.
It is
That's a good
sealed
idea.
and flush with the wall.
Can I
but
climb
it's-
anything?
Maybe we shouldn't stand in front of these square hallways.
Is there anything I can climb?
The walls are part of what appears to be a rather tube-like tunnel.
Ugh.
So,
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, I get out of the trainway. I don't know that, but that's what I'm saying, so you understand.
well, the way out, unless you're going through this sealed metal door, is to the south. There are multiple hallways.
I would like to go down one.
Yeah, why don't we go down that way?
Let's go to the south.
Okay. You go to the south. The roaring is continuing to get louder. Shortly after you go into the first hallway that branches off from this tunnel, something goes past.
Yum!
It's hard to tell how long it is. It's going incredibly fast, like I said. It is almost reaching the wall of the tunnel on the side that you're on. You don't know for sure how much room is on the other side. Your best guess is the same amount, which is measured in inches, not feet. Maybe it's somewhere between 20 to 100 feet, but it goes by so fast with such a loud roar, you're not entirely sure.
That must be Thomas.
Well, the train, as what the goblin called it.
Yeah.
Is there a noise in the background going da 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 da?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the train.
Someone named Morgan was running by. There are only 2 people in this conversation who know what the heck I'm talking about. 2 people besides me, I mean. So as you took that first hallway you came to, you're going to room 23. So let's take a look at that. I have to flip past all the pages that describe what would happen to you if you had not gotten out of that hallway.
If I had gotten hit by a train.
The end result is nothing good. But for some reason, they need to describe it in a bit more detail than that. Okay, so you go into a room, and the description here is, a circle of green material about 20 feet in diameter paints the center of this chamber.
What is that?
The chamber is large enough that there's a good 10 feet or so of normal floor around the circle, but the circle is right there in the center of the room.
Can I sit in the circle?
Oh, you may certainly try.
I would like to try.
Okay.
I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself one of these days.
Let it be known that this result is wholly and fully because Hero made this choice. This is not the DM deciding a cotton candy golem would be the best thing to throw at the party. This is not rocks falling in the middle of an open field. This is not an ancient green dragon attacking a party of level 3 adventurers.
This is Hero being themselves. I'm really sorry as a player, but this is Hero being themselves.
Okay, so, and this is a direct quote from the source book that I'm using. A suction-like effect draws you down and through the surface of that green circle.
Yikes.
And it pulls you into a vat of fluid.
I don't like this.
Oh, a wet cat. That's going to be fun.
Actually, hold on. Give me a strength saving throw.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Because I rolled a 2. Let's see. I got an 18.
Okay, so you are in fact pulled through this membrane, but you go full cat, no, not like this mode. And the claws are out on the stone floor and embedded. Your lower half is very wet.
Throw her some rope and maybe pull her out of that?
Him.
Dad!
We have
Help.
Oh, by the way, you take 7 points of cold damage.
You know what? I do deserve that. I will take that. I deserve that one.
If someone wants to help Hero out, they're going to have to make a strength roll.
Well, here's what we'll do. I have a new ability we're going to try. Where is it? I just saw it.
You have a cat that is half soaked. This is the perfect time to try new things.
Yep, because I'm going to use a channel divinity to give myself advantage on the strength athletics check. I can drag or lift twice as much weight as normal, and the distance of jumps is increased by 10 feet. Not that I need that for here, but...
You can show Hero how high you can jump, while Hero continues to try desperately to not go the rest of the way into this very cold vat of fluid.
But just to make sure he doesn't sink any further, I want to make sure that I have a good roll.
Fair. And valid GIF being posted. Yeah, that is... pictured in that GIF is, in fact, Hero.
Okay,
well, that's
so
a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. Let's see what the advantage roll will get me, just for laughs, because it could always be better. And I channeled divinity for this just to see what would happen. So we'll take the dirty 20.
Yeah, we'll take the dirty 20 because the other number you rolled would not have been a success. Okay.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, that is betrayal. That GIF is betrayal. Okay. Well, Hero, Father is coming over to grab you and pull your arms. Do you resist?
No! I trust Father.
Okay. You are pulled free of the green membrane.
I lick my legs.
It tastes horrible.
What did we learn?
That was bad.
At least he won't go in that circle again.
Those are fighting words.
The circle does look nice and flat, and maybe just a bit higher than the rest of the room.
No, you make me want to climb on it. But I'm looking.
You just got out. You feel like you need to go back in because you were just out.
What if I got the wrong first impression?
You want to sit on my shoulders again?
No, I'm busy cleaning my legs.
It tastes disgusting.
I'm not pleased about it, but I'd rather that than matted fur.
Like, you are consciously or subconsciously, it does not matter, doing the blep thing because you dare not pull your tongue back into your mouth.
Absolutely. Refusal.
Give me a second. I need to check the map again. Okay, so now that the thrill of the circle has come and gone, you have two options. You can go back out the way you came. You haven't heard the roar for a little while, so maybe it's gone? Maybe? Who knows? Or there is another passageway that heads to the south.
What do you think?
Well, I say south. I'm not sure I want to go back to the roar or I definitely don't want to stay here.
Is there anything else cool in this room, or is it just the circle?
Well, whatever's on the other side of the circle is very, very cold. And tastes bad.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I want to go back.
I think we should go to the south.
I think south is a good place to go.
Okay.
We'll go to another tunnels. Secret tunnels.
I got that reference. Okay. So you go to the next room to the south instead of going back to the room that had all the treasure in it. I mean, sorry, nothing. Nothing. You heard nothing.
Treasure?
No. Ignore the voices.
No, we already know the one who hears voices is Nyx. And they're goblins.
Well, there are no goblin voices, so it's okay. There's nothing there.
All right, so for this particular room, a golden arch stands 9 feet high and wide at the center of this chamber, audibly humming and buzzing. A dozen stone sarcophagi, worn, chipped, and glaringly out of place in their design and composition, are stacked haphazardly along the walls and in the corners.
I hiss at one.
It hisses back. No, that's not true.
I don't like it.
Well, we were looking for a monolith. I mean, what does this look like? Half the McDonald's arcs?
Imagine, if you will, that someone who really likes steampunk and sci-fi stories reimagined the McDonald's arch, but got distracted halfway.
Ah, okay.
I've seen one with only one arch.
So it's just a bunch of ends?
It wasn't even like the arch. It was more of a half circle. It was the weirdest looking McDonald's I've ever seen.
So we're in a room full of ends?
No, there's just one here. But I think this is the...
Are we in St. Louis?
We're not in McDonald's. We're in McDowell's, okay? We've seen this movie
McDowell's. They're the golden arcs.
That's right.
Did we somehow get stuck in St. Louis? Because, that's not where I wanted to.
Been there, done that, bought some playing cards. I don't want to touch it. And we have all these sarcophagi. Sarcophagi are never good. Heck, sarcophagus is never good.
Clerics and sarcophaguses? Boy, this never ends well.
Yeah, no, paladins too. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
This could end very badly, hopefully for them and not for us.
Can I do a perception check?
This looks mechanical, Jared.
Try.
Why don't you check it out?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I got an 11 for my perception check.
We're going to check this out. What do I need to roll, Crash?
Depends on what you want to do.
We're going to touch it and see if it's mechanical.
Can I intimidate
What, the
them?
arch?
But before we do anything, we're going to check for traps.
Can I do an intimidation
Okay, well,
check?
the arch is kind of buzzing,
I hiss
and
at
it almost looks like it's vibrating a little bit.
Can I tell what it does?
Not
Or
by
what it
looking
is?
at it.
Well, let's do some touching and feeling and seeing what I can figure out.
Okay, you take 6 lightning damage.
Ah! It's on!
Imagine, if you will, that Jaren just tested the 9-volt battery by licking it.
Well, do we want to break it or do we want to fix it?
I don't like this. I am staying away from it. I'm hissing at it. The tail's angry.
If you're staying away from the arch, that means you're going to be close to the sarcophagi, just telling you.
I am hiding behind Father. I don't want to mess with it. I don't like this.
Well, I mean, I can't really mend it because it's shooting lightning at me.
Can I intimidate it with hissing?
I mean, I'll let you make the roll, but You're not sure it'll do anything, but if he
I
makes you
have
feel
spells. We could throw spells at it.
Maybe we should check out the sarcophaguses instead of, that thing will shock you.
I rolled a 12 at hissing at any. This room is a bunch of nope for me.
I'm gonna check out the sarcophagus.
better.
All
Okay, the
right.
sarcophagus is made of stone. Well, they're all made of stone, but the first one you come to, the lid is firmly on it, and it takes some effort to move it. You're going to have to make a strength check. I would also allow athletics if you want to try to open it.
All right. 16.
The gnome tosses the lid off the sarcophagus. Like,
I also
no
got a
big
19.
deal.
I also got.
Oh, that was great.
It is a glorious experience that I am here for. That's fantastic.
What was in it?
Hero's going to a different sarcophagus?
Yeah, and I got a 19.
Okay. You do the same thing. Except
I
what
bat
you
it
do
off.
is the lid was stacked on top of the sarcophagus, so you bat it off because you can't have things stacked.
Exactly. It's wrong.
Okay. So the question then is, what do you find inside? Because this says here that there's a variety of things that could exist.
Oh, what do I have to roll?
Nothing.
Let's hope it's not initiative.
Okay. Do you have inspiration?
No, I do not.
You do now, because you made me laugh.
Okay.
Okay. Nix, you find
A robot. A robot.
a DM rolling dice. You find the first thing you find is there's about 10 gold pieces in the one you've opened. There's a lot of dust in there, but scattered along with the dust are about 10 gold pieces. They are of a mintage that you have not seen before. It looks really, really old. But you also find something else. You find a pair of gloves. They are made of a
Gloves.
fabric you have never seen before, and they are covered in thousands of sticky black dots.
You got Spider-Man gloves. You balls.
No,
Sticky black dots.
the gloves belong to the sticky bandits.
Oh. Okay.
So really what happens is if you're wearing them, a small child that's been left unattended uses a variety of complex traps to humiliate you in comic fashion.
He's 40.
That sounds like a really fun actual thing to do as a game.
You'll have
He's
to ask
also
Paige
now
about
living
that.
his best life.
Okay.
Maybe those gloves will allow you to examine the archway.
Don't you dare touch me with the sticky gloves. I'll never get that off my fur.
No,
So
the
I
other way
pulled-
around.
Okay, my cat once ran into one of those hanging fly traps, and it took like 3 baths to get him unsticky.
That's when you pull out the electric razor.
He was 2 months old.
So what? He was the size of a full-grown normal cat?
Yeah, pretty much. He weighed about 10 pounds.
Okay. But that description is what Nyx finds in her sarcophagus. Hero finds a robot.
Yes!
Well, it's mostly a robot.
Is it cool?
Okay, it's partially a robot.
A robot at all?
It's got robot components.
What, metal? What?
I apologize for the blurriness of this image. I was trying to take it while we were playing.
Oh, cool! I named him Fred.
That's what's in the sarcophagus.
Well, that is not a robot. That's a white.
Don't call him that. You don't know his...
Actually, he
Well,
looks
I
a little
got-
bluish. It's a bluish.
Anyway, is he my friend? Can I call him Fred?
Well, I'm about to ask you to roll for initiative, so probably not.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
You're welcome. I got a 4.
14 as well.
Give me a second.
Team 6 squad! I was reading your out of context quotes, Crash.
Yes. So who got the 14s? Was it Jaren and Hero?
Yep.
Xanthus got a 6. Xanthus is on team 6.
Yes.
Nyx got a 4.
Big Hero 6?
Aripa is not appearing in the film.
Sir, not appearing in this.
I posted the out of context quote that 3 people rolled a 6 for initiative, and I got a response from someone whose name actually is Alice saying, "Hail Satan."
Oh, good.
Okay, and because I set this encounter tracker for multiple situations, it includes a lot of goblins on it. The goblins are like,
Wow. They killed a lot of us, but they don't seem like that bad a group of people. Yeah, they'll probably be fine. Yeah, I hope so. It was nice of them to let me go. I think they thought you were going to bleed out. No, they would never.
So that's what they do on their turn.
Oh, is that who I tried to kill?
One of them was.
Ooh.
I look around and I said, one of them didn't bleed out. It's fine. I say it to you guys, not to the goblins.
Talking is a free action, so you definitely get to do that.
Hi. Are you one of the people that's in the cool kids club? The walking night walking
Sleepwalking.
sleeper trains?
I think that's what this horn is.
His name isn't Arg. He wouldn't bother to carve that out.
Perhaps he was dictating.
Yeah.
Very true.
Jaren, it's your turn. Whatever this thing is, it seems to mostly be corpse, and it just sat up.
We're going to test its dexterity. We're going to cast Sacred Flame in it. 14.
That's what I have to roll to save?
Yep.
Well, that's a 15.
That's a quite dexterous white.
That was a very decent roll on my part.
I should know. Sacred Flame hasn't hit yet.
It's great when it does, because you just ignore partial cover. It's glorious in that regards. But with that said, do you use a bonus action or no?
Standby. Yeah, we're using a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
See, you're level 3 now, so I have to start expecting this.
Yeah, if I was going
I can't just go, he did the one thing, therefore I can move on.
So, that I rolled a 20 for the Sacred Flame?
You mean the spiritual weapon?
Spiritual Weapon, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. I was a little confused there if it was the other thing again. So yes, you hit.
Okay, total's going to be 8 damage.
It's not a fan.
What? Trying to figure what? Oh, it's force damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it doesn't like force damage, but it does not appear to be resistant or immune to it. Hero, this thing is in the casket that you just opened, so you're right in front of it. What would you like to do?
Hi. I use a free action to wave and say hi. See how it responds. Okay, it didn't. So.
Well, it just got hit with a spiritual mace, so,
Is there anything nearby that I can climb?
Don't say the cipher white. Don't say the cipher white. Don't say the. Well, the cipher white and the arch.
Okay, so neither of those are safe. I would like to use my feline agility to get the hecky out of here, because I fight from a distance.
Okay.
So I do that. And
now, when you say use your feline agility, are you disengaging?
I'm moving. I'm moving backwards,
Okay.
directly backwards.
That's going to be an attack of opportunity on the white's part.
What if I tell him no?
Then I get to subtract 0 from the attack roll.
Dang it!
That is a 16 to hit.
I have a 14, so yeah, that hits.
Okay, you are going to take 7 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, that's not doing me well. I'm not doing well. So I sprint to the other side of the room.
Okay. You are now on the other side of the arch. Did you go under the arch or go around the arch?
Oh, no. Like, just closer to, like, the doorway we came in.
Okay.
But did you want to go under the arch or
No,
around?
Around the arch.
I would have gone around the arch.
Okay.
Because I am not going near that. But I
Because
can
you're
move,
not loving it.
Yes. I can move 60 feet in a turn, so that's how I do
That's
it.
larger than this room is, so yeah.
Yes. I do so fast because I use my speed. Anyways, I use my. No, I'm gonna save that spell slot because I know myself. I throw a dagger.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. Right click on the damage thing and. Actually, no, you don't have to right click for anything. You just click because it already automatically puts in that you did a crit.
I did 9 points of damage with my dagger. Oh, and also, because of that thing I just got, my Colossus Slayer, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, they take an extra 1d8. Which one's the one?
They always take 1d8 extra damage?
Once per turn. That's not a 1.
Only if it's below its hit point maximum, which, thanks to Dad,
It is not.
it is.
Or it is. Yes, no, it is. He did hit it.
Yeah, because the spiritual weapon hit.
Yeah, so that does another 7 points of damage. So that's 16 points.
Okay, it's bloodied.
I'm also hissing. I just need that to be known. I am
Hissing is a
unpleased.
free action.
Yeah, I am unpleased.
All the parts of Hero's fur that are not covered in clothing are standing on end. Even the parts that are still slightly soaked from whatever that fluid was.
There is a hiss on or around the area.
Yes. Xanthus.
Okay. I will approach the creature which has damaged my adopted child. And
It's not so much that you adopted Hero. It's kind of the other way around, but yes.
Well, that's how cats behave. So. Oh, it looks human-ish, according to the image.
Yes.
So we're gonna try the old sword and board. We'll do a long sword swing.
Okay. It has its limbs in the right place, but there's just a couple extra limbs that most beings don't have. Okay, that's a 16 to hit. That is going to hit, and it looks like, since you're using Avray, it's rolled damage already. That's 10 points of slashing damage.
I do like that. I like Avray. I mean,
Is it dead?
do I have any
It
useful
is not
bonus
dead.
die?
Is it dead again?
Well, let me rephrase. It is currently still undead.
Okay.
Also, Xanthus, your sword is not magical, is it?
It can be,
But it
I did
wasn't
not
in this
prepare
case.
that. It was not ahead of time. No.
No. Okay. So it's taking half damage from your attack.
Okay.
The
We'll fix
daggers
that.
were magical, so they did full damage.
We'll fix that.
Well, if you have the opportunity, because it's Nyx's
Yeah.
turn.
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not. I got a 1.
Well, you still do Ray of Frost, it just doesn't hit this thing.
Hit anything.
Yeah. I will grant you that it looked really cool when you did it.
Still getting used to these. Doing this with my eyes closed.
That's an out-of-context quote. Okay. All right, it is the Cypher White's turn. It is going to use an ability. I get to roll percentile die. I rolled an 81. Let's find out what that is. Ooh. It generates
Does the
a
trick come
burst of electricity.
I don't like that. Since I'm on the other side of the arc, does that protect me from it because of how electricity works? It gets currented to the closest, electrical thing, and it's not me.
Unfortunately, magic usually tells the laws of physics to shut up and sit down.
Yeah, but I don't have much HP left, so I would like it to work my way.
Well, isn't the arc magic too? So
Yeah, it's magic-y magic.
It
Like
obeys its own rules.
Magic-y magic in the funky band.
Although you may be lucky in that it'll probably require a dex save.
Oh yeah, then I'll roll my nat 1 like I did last time. Freaking funnel cake all over my face.
Well, remember that sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah, funnel cakes.
And the DM might have made Arthur C. Clarke a canon deity in this campaign setting, but never mind about that. So, Xanthus, you are right now the main person who's really close to this thing, because everyone else was like, I'm going to hit it from a distance.
Yeah, I don't do that so well, so...
No, paladins are not known for their wide range of ranged abilities.
Yep.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
That is unlikely.
Give me the attempt.
You won a dance contest.
That is a 5.
5.
You are going to take 7 points of lightning damage.
Okay. I'm going to use a reaction, because I can, and I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke,
Ooh,
just because I also like saying the name.
What?
You're going to point your finger at the white very, very sternly.
Yes.
And you
And
talk
in
about
such a
great
point
fire.
that fire will come out of my hands.
You're just like, no. Bad.
Bad. It must
Yeah.
make a dexterity 14 saving throw,
Stay.
or it must make the attempt.
We'll
That
be
is
here
a
all
10.
night.
So that's a failure. It will take 11 fire damage. I give as good as I get, and
Is
better.
Is it dead?
Oh, it died a long time ago.
You know what I mean.
And you know what I mean.
Did anyone else suffer damage from this?
I died.
You were the only one close enough to take that damage.
Okay.
I
You said
hurt.
it fired off some electricity. I wasn't sure if that was
Yeah.
a line or
It
just a
went
shot.
off in a spherical way, but you were the only one with inside the sphere.
Gotcha. All right. So tit for tat.
Okay. Jaren, it is your turn.
Let's go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Hero.
Thank you. Bloop, 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 bloop. How much HP?
11.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. I appreciate it. I was down to the single digits and I was nervous.
And then we're going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, well, Searing Smite hits again, so it's all good. I'm sorry, Spirit Rock.
Yeah, well, it's already up, so might as well have it take a swing. Make your
Might as
roll.
well.
I mean, if it's not doing anything.
A 5. I rolled a 1 on my damage dice, plus 4. 5 damage.
No, you have to roll the hit first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's been a while since you played a cleric. It's been a few
It has
years.
been. 19.
A 19 will hit. We're going to take the 5 points of damage you said you rolled, and I'm going to
Okay.
ask you, how do you want to do this?
Yeah! Spiritual mace right through the head.
Okay, there is a crunching sound.
Yummy.
Let it be known that during that period of silence, the DM's mouth was open. Words wanted to come out. There were no words.
I do not advise eating this.
It has
mean, the
been
iron
dead for
content-
a very long time.
The iron content might be high, but I don't recommend eating it.
But the bone marrow.
Yeah, whatever was in there ain't anymore. Maybe we
So-
should take this thing back to our friend, Jellybean, whatever his name was. He was looking for the ciphers, right?
Oh yeah, cipher no ciphering. Yeah, and then this could help find it.
Maybe.
Mm.
We're back. Well, how many sarcophagi are in here? We opened 2.
There's like 10 of them.
10. Okay. I'm kind of back to my same question. Do we smash this thing or just let it go?
We still don't even know what it is.
I agree, but
And we have gloves now.
Pull the gloves
Well-
on and go over to the thing and touch it.
Okay, you take 7 lightning damage.
George. Okay, we don't want to do that again.
That
I'm once again angry at this.
Do we want to check the rest of the sarcophagi, or, like I said, we can't touch this thing without damaging ourselves. So clearly, we can't fix it.
There's a third south tunnel, right?
Let me check my map. No, for this particular room, you came from the north. So from this room, there's an exit to the north that goes to the room with the circle. You could also go to the east. There is a passageway that goes east.
That was where the rumbles came from, right?
No, the rumbles were in. If you go back the way you came through the room with the circle, and then out that room, you'd go into a very, very, very long hallway. That's where the rumbling was.
Oh, gotcha. Why
Why don't we give this room a bye and go east?
Yeah, see if we have to come back here, you know.
Well, yeah, I don't want to fight another one of these things. And we don't know how many more are in these sarcophaguses. So yeah, let's leave, since we can't really do anything to the ark without hurting ourselves.
Well, you can't touch the ark.
Yeah. We could try throwing things at it, but I'm not sure that's going to end well either.
You take the immortal words of that wonderful cleric or bard, probably a bard, MC Hammer, to heart.
I can't.
I don't want to. So let's go east, shall we?
Let's.
I thought you said west.
Yes.
East.
Okay, that'll be room 25. Okay, in this room, a square pool about 10 feet on a side boils with milk-white fluid. 6 stone sarcophagi are stacked haphazardly along the walls and in the corners.
That is not milk.
Can I look at?
No. Do not do that.
I think if you
Of
want to
course.
test it, toss a sarcophagus in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can I put one of the Skelly Man's arms into the milk and see what it does?
Wanna
So
run back
you're
and
going to
grab
go
one?
back to the previous room and tear off an arm and come back here.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm being smart and using my environment.
Okay, you plunk an
Just
arm
don't
in.
drink it.
Did it do anything?
It sinks to the bottom.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't want to throw the whole arm in. I wanted to touch it and see if it was gonna disintegrate.
Yeah, like dip it in there and then hold it, right?
You
Yeah, to
you
see what
look
happens.
like the worst cook.
Somewhere a dragonborn named Galaderos disapproves.
Somewhere Paige approves.
Obam shaking his head.
But yeah, so nothing happened to my milk arm.
Well, it's now wet.
I just wanted to know if it was like acid.
It apparently is not.
Okay, does it smell funny?
It doesn't seem to have much of a smell to it. You're mostly smelling
So
the
does it
arm, which
smell like
is
milk?
disturbing as it is.
Fair,
I
fair.
understand the DM's opinions on my choices. However, I am choosing to play as how I believe the character would.
I understand. And I actually approve. With that said, the fluid does not appear to have an odor.
Okay. What if... Stop. How I'm playing hero is kind of letting myself completely be ADHD and never stopping my thought process to think, why would I do that? Because a cat wouldn't do that. I just
Out
stopped
of-
myself real strong.
Outside of the story here, I will tell you this is kind of how I play Kevin.
Because I just almost did something really stupid.
The DM is here for this content.
That's also how I did the green ball. I don't know if you noticed, as soon as I said go into the circle, I was like, ah! Because I realized how stupid that was as soon as I said it.
I am prepared for this, and we are going to be ending very shortly, so whatever this next action is probably going to be the last one for the game.
Can I
this
lick
evening.
the finger?
Ew.
Oh. I knew this was one of the possible things you would do.
I warned you not to do that.
That's what I was gonna say and stop myself, and you said do it.
Okay.
So,
No.
Your mouth goes numb.
do I grow extra hands?
And that's where we're going to end it for this evening.
Hold on, everybody. You can see my shocked face through Discord. Exactly. You saw it. You know exactly. You know what it looks like.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I have been Crash. Tonight we've been joined by a bunch of awesome people, including April, Matt, Millie, Eric, Cindy hanging out in chat. Ellie's been hanging out as well. Let's do a few quick plugs. So, Eric streams.
Not anymore. I'm back in school, so I ain't streaming
Well,
nothing.
Eric used to stream on twitch.tv/untamed
Once upon a time.
SYN. Millie does stream, occasionally bad fan fiction, occasionally dating sims about fathers. Go figure. That would be at twitch.tv/magicalmillie. Matt's brother-in-law writes books. You can get those at nogodsbeforeus.com. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/cogwheelgaming. Help us keep the lights on. You can join other illustrious patrons, including Chris, Ellie, Eric, Janatalock, Mickey, Shan, and Walter. And until next time, this is Crash saying, I was expecting that as one of the options.
Delicious.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We're all gonna die.
Good night.
Oh, yeah, you totally hear, all the sarcophagi have their lids fall off right after. Good night.